Well, good afternoon. This is number 3 of Dave's home organ lectures. Many of you have asked questions and I'm responding to them as they come in. One of them was, what is an organ stop and what are couplers anyway? Well, isn't it interesting that it's called an organ stop in the first place? You would think it would be called an organ go. But in fact, if you go back about 600 years, and of course Maggie will tell you that I was probably there to see it, that the first organs that were manufactured in Holland, all of the pipes played at once. The stop was used to actually disengage some pipes on a particular chest so that not all of the organ would play at once. So before there were stops on organs, it might have sounded like this. All of the organ pipes sounding at once, in this case all of the reeds sounding at once. But this invention allowed some of the pipes to be disengaged. Individual stops on an organ now allow certain sounds to come into play. And we talk about pulling the stops, but what we're really doing is we're pulling on a group of pipes, or in this case a group of reeds that have particular timbres and pitch levels. That means they have different sounds and they can be combined in a lot of different ways. There's soft ones. There are also fairly loud ones. One in combination, obviously, it gets louder still. Now, as to the story of couplers. Couplers allow different stops to be combined, and on this particular organ, actually allow different manuals to be combined. This one is called swell to grate, meaning this manual will now be brought down to this manual. Any stops that are up here will also be brought down here. So if we listen to these stops on the swell, those same ones are transferred down here. And you can see this is a mechanical coupler. You actually see the keys go down on the top manual. Now you could also add it to stops that are on the grate and get much more sound. This particular organ has couplers that go to the pedal as well. Grate manual to the pedal, swell to pedal, which means when I'm playing the pedal, the keys that are up here are transferred down to the pedal organ. And that wraps up our session for today.